I recall some stories you told about.
Well, those stories I didn't know what they want. We worked for some, the bootleggers were coming from Canada through Fort Leavenworth, because that's federal. They could cut across. They come down through. Well, we had this guy come in, and I'm observant, and he's pretty nice, and he wants some work. I had even forgot what it was we had to do to the vehicle, but I looked on it, and the back end was kind of sagging down, so I looked underneath, and it had extra heavy springs on it. Well, immediately I knew what it was doing. It was hauling alcohol down into Oklahoma or somewhere. So we didn't, he was really nice, and I think Jack Hempel and I both worked on it. We got it going. He gave us tips of $5. Now, that is a big tip in those days. So then he made it a point to come to our place when he'd come through if we needed oil or needed anything. And so he would come through. We got to know him. But that's just the way life was in the roaring 20s.
Were they making the booze in Canada and bringing it down to
It
Oklahoma?
was alcohol coming from Canada
That's big
down
time.
through Chicago. In fact, they caught one car and we pulled it in. And I believe you can check this, but the story was always, they stored it in the city hall. Who was judging Milet or something like that? But they hauled the alcohol up in the basement and hauled it up in the city for a court. And that night, all their evidence disappeared. And the town had a good time. So that's all I can tell you. And if you don't know those days, we had a lot of locals that brewed beer. And I think we figured there was 9 bootleggers around Tonganoxie, so you didn't have any trouble. Oh, they were down Linwood, they were up on Humble Hill, and Leavenworth, which is the main wheel. If you went up there, you had to be known. And somehow I got to be known. I could go in up there and we had slot machines, bar, and everything. And you would thought you were in, I don't know, Reno or somewhere, because we had no trouble at all, but you had to be known.
Was this in Bain City? Or was this downtown Leavenworth?
Well, it was out, it wasn't downtown, it was out somewhere, and I remember going out there, and they had slot machines going. And then our local out there when I worked also out there as a beer, picking up a dirty barbell, working for $2 an hour.
Where was this at? Out of the
I worked there for $2 an hour, and we had a slot machine sitting on one end. The sheriff's deputy would come in and sit down next to it and just sit there, and everybody would just play it. And so there wasn't, it was a different world.
That's kind of what Emo said. He said, I think the police were in on all these. They called 4 or 5 hours before they're going to raid somebody.
Well, I know. The one up on the Hubble Hill, they raided and they found, what was it, pint of alcohol up there. And she kept her stuff out in the well. She lowered it down in the well. So, and even a high school kid, I could go get a bottle. Well, I didn't have the money, so I didn't do it, but I didn't need it. But that's just, there was no rules or regulations in those days. They were just fighting it. And I went out to State Lake. They had a party out there. And one of them got their car stuck on a stump, high-centered on the stump, so they called down and wanted me to go out there. And I know there are a bunch of drunks out of Leavenworth, so, but anyway, I went. And I went out there, lifted the car off the stump, and they all wanted me to stay and have a party. I said, no, I got to go home. And they were a bunch out of Leavenworth, and I know the people. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to get into anybody's naming. But I knew through my business, we were the only tow truck in this area for quite a while. And we worked for the sheriff's department all the time. So we were going, we'd find a one car in stranger, or they'd throw it in the creek, or else they'd go. I went down at 2 o'clock in the morning. They stole somebody's big box truck, had equipment and stuff in it. And that was down almost Linwood in the brushes down there. We didn't have all this population. So I woke Jerry up and I said, "You going with me?" so we went and drug that one out, and I didn't know what was in there. Oh, we wanted a bottle one time. We had a car wrecked south. It went in the ditch and the guy was killed. That was the one. Well, no, that one. But anyway, he's in Hervey's come and got the body, and so they called us to go down and get the car, and he was dead. He only had a wife. So we went down to get it, and Highway Patrol came up there, was looking it over. And one of my employees was with me, and he said, "There's a good bottle sitting in the back seat." And I said, "Okay, I'll go talk to the Highway Patrolman." And I did. And he got that, and he, "Come on," he said, "it's in the toolbox." and we thought we'd protect the man's reputation, because nobody else was hurt. But they would have said he was drunk, which he probably would.